Tesla invite you here?
Just because you're handsome does not mean I will give up my secrets so fast.
I am an officer of the law. This will go as fast as I want it to.
What's up, everyone? Denver here, bringing you a game review of a new VR game for the PS4 called Invisible Hours. So Invisible Hours is kind of like a clue game, and you're everywhere. You're not one of the characters in the story. You're like omnipresent. You can go anywhere and be anywhere. You can pause time. You can rewind time. You can fast forward time, or you can let it play in real time. And basically what it is with this game, you teleport. It's the only way to get around is to teleport, and I wouldn't let that not make you not want to play this game. If you can get past the teleporting, which is really quite easy, you're in for quite a interesting story. This will be a spoiler-free review. So the premise of the game, and this is not a spoiler, is that you find out in the first 5 seconds of the game, Nikola Tesla is murdered, and there are all these other people in the mansion and the grounds, which is right here. And then it is up to you to follow each one of them, and it's basically you're spying on them. You're a fly on the wall, and you want to solve who killed Mr. Tesla. There are collectibles, which you can see. I just platinumed the game. It's not a hard platinum at all, which is a added bonus. 10 photographs, 10 news articles, 9 letters, 13 diary pages, and 19 clues. And none of them are, a few are a little tricky to find, but most of them are not hard at all. Not difficult at all. Okay. The key thing is with this game is there are multiple things happening all at the same time. So right now I have time frozen. You can see these two characters are talking to each other, but at the same exact time, you go down here, and you got this guy doing something shady. So in order to solve the mystery, you really have to follow people, see what's going on, then rewind time and following someone else, because there's so many twisting plot lines and so many surprises that you want to follow. You want to see each person's timeline to really get the full picture of what happened, because you could breeze through the game rather quickly following one or two people and miss so much of the story. So you really don't want to do that. So for instance, right now I gotta have time paused. I can go in here and listen to their conversation.
No, you said you heard a woman's voice.
I was the only woman in the house. That is an accusation.
I can't be sure that it was a woman.
May I remind you that you told me quite plainly that you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
And then at the same time, so I don't miss anything, you can pause time, rewind it while they're having that conversation, and see what this guy was doing, and you can follow him and see what shenanigans he's up to. You can turn with the right thumbstick, or you can teleport with R2. And then you can unpause time and see what he's doing. And then at the same time, there's things going on upstairs, and you can follow him and see what's going on. You can rewind time and see what he was doing too. Everything happens a lot of times happens all at once, and all the storylines tie together. Even the collectibles, they're not worthless collectibles. They add to the story, and it really gives insight and depth to what's going on at Nikola Tesla's mansion. Now obviously this is for VR only, so the screenshots and the videos I'm showing you right now doesn't do it justice to what it does when you're looking in the VR set. But this was really, really well done. It really puts you into a 3D world, and you really think that you are part of this environment. And the voice acting is top-notch. Superb job by everyone. The graphics are really good, and again, it's probably not doing you justice from looking at it from where you're looking at it, but trust me, the graphics when you're in the VR set, it's really, really well done. I mean, it really feels like rain's falling on me right now. It really does feel like that. I kind of get a little shiver. The plot lines, the twists, everything ties together nicely. My only real gripe is, without going into spoilers, is that towards the end, the storyline for me gets a little wonky with the storyline, and for me, the ending could have been a little better than what we got. It ties it up, but I would have liked a little better of an ending. And a little more less wonky of a final chapter, a little less wonky of a final chapter. But these are minor gripes. I hope this is a trend. I hope we get a lot more games like this. I love Clue. I love, murder mysteries, and I couldn't wait to jump into this one and submerge myself in this world. And the game does a superb job of that. If you follow everyone's timeline, you can probably see all the scenes in all 4 chapters in about 5 hours or so. I really explored the island, and I got there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of cool little hidden trophies, fun little trophies to find if you're a completionist like me. And I found not all of them, but most of them on my own, and the collectibles and all. So I probably put 8 or 9 hours into the game. But if you're not a completionist and you just want to get the storyline, but you want to see everybody's storyline, which I highly recommend that you see everybody's arc and storyline, it'll be about 5 hours. The game is $30, so you'd have to ask yourself if $30 is worth your time. But for me, being immersed, and you really do get immersed in this environment, and if you're into murder mysteries, and you're a completionist like me, you're looking at 8 or 9 hours probably for a platinum for $30. I mean, I spent a lot more than that on the Order 1886, and I platinumed that game in 8 hours, and actually I like this better. And it's half the price. So you just gotta ask yourself if you are that type of person that really likes murder mysteries and that type of thing. The only other couple gripes is sometimes you have to interact with a lot of objects like this, and sometimes it's the camera angles and stuff. You really have to see, I'm nodding my head around right now. You really have to nod your head around to get it just right to be able to pick up the object. That happened pretty frequently. I mean, not enough to make you rage or anything. It's a minor inconvenience. And again, the final chapter storyline gets a little wonky, and I would have had a more satisfying ending. It does tie it neatly, and there are lots of twists and turns, and it never is dull, even for a moment. There's 5 hours of storyline. It's not dull for a single moment. So this is the very beginning of the game here. So again, this is not a spoiler. Who killed Mr. Tesla? It is up to you to find out. Okay, so fantastic visuals, superb voice acting, really immersive environment, with a little bit of frustration and being able to pick objects up and look at things certain ways, and for me, kind of a wonky final chapter. But with all that being said, this was a great experience. I hope we get more games like this, and my final verdict will be I'm going to say an 8 out of 10 for this one, folks. It was really a well-done game, and I do recommend that you pick it up if you're a fan of murder mysteries. So that is going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you found it informative. If you liked it, you can give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it for some reason, give me a thumbs down. This is my first review. I know I bring you a lot of Dead by Daylight videos and a lot of other videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. I work hard, real hard on bringing you guys a ton of content just about every day. So I appreciate you subscribing if you want to see more content like this. And I'm going to be bringing you more reviews in the future. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.